Our first guest was crowned Miss Rooster Days 2022. She is the first black teenager to hold this title. Jasmine Bell joins us in the studio this morning to talk about that, and it's really a treat to get to meet you.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself, because we were talking during the break. Yes. You go to Broken Arrow High School, but she's a very active young lady.
Yes. So I actually participate in competitive volleyball. Alongside that, I'm a production lead at Ignite Church Tulsa. I do just a plethora of things keeping me busy throughout the week.
Well, the one thing that caught my attention is over at Broken Arrow, they have the television classes and programs. Tell us about your involvement there.
So over there, I'm one of the production directors at that show as well. It's called Good Morning Broken Arrow, and it's a weekly broadcast we produce on Wednesdays to the 5,000 students at Broken Arrow High School.
That 5,000, that's like a small town,
exactly,
right? For
very
sure.
Large, very large.
So tell me about how you got interested in being in the Miss Broken Arrow pageant.
So actually through Good Morning Broken Arrow, I interviewed the past Miss Rooster Days. Her name was Annie, and she and her representatives convinced me 4 days before the pageant, hey girl, you can do it. And so I went out for the pageant, and it turned out in my favor.
How did that what was involved? Because I know, you know, in like Miss Oklahoma and some of these other pageants have talent and all of this stuff. Miss Broken Arrow or Miss Rooster Days is pretty much to represent the town.
Exactly. So when you win Miss Rooster Days, you become the youth ambassador for the city of Broken Arrow, and you become sponsored by the Broken Arrow Chamber of Commerce. And so you'll participate in a plethora of different events, such as ribbon cuttings or groundbreakings for the city with the mayor's office.
That's exciting. What does it mean to you to be the first black Miss Rooster Days?
I think for me, it's just getting out and showing some diversity in the city of Broken Arrow, and just breaking a couple of barriers, showing people that it can be done, and nothing can hold you back.
Now the event, obviously Rooster Days comes up in May, but the pageants before then, and now it's time for people to submit their applications.
Exactly.
What would you tell a young lady that might be watching, thinking this might be something she might want to do?
I think all in all, it's overall just a great opportunity. I've met so many amazing business officials, I mean mayors, just different people that I never thought I would ever meet, and it's put me in a place to really pursue my dreams at a young age. And so I would say go out for it. It's not hard. All you have to do is just show that you have a heart for your community, and you can do it.
Now, have you lived in Broken Arrow very long?
Actually, I moved to Broken Arrow about 4 years ago, and so now I'm attending Broken Arrow High School as a junior.
Right. Tell me a little bit about just being, and what are some of the highlights? What are the things that you love about your city?
Some of the things that I love about my city would be the community. Our main street is one of the best in my opinion, and I mean, just the business owners are always so friendly. I've met, if I had to say, maybe 80 different business owners, and they've all shown me just this immediate family.
Sure.
And so I've loved the business owners. I mean, community, like I said, my high school, just the people that live in Broken Arrow make it home.
I love the fact for things like Rhema, you know, at Christmas time, it's one of those places that it's been an institution for years and years and years as a way to say thank you from the, you know, from the Hagen family back to our community. Right. There are those kinds of events. I mean, I'm really impressed with downtown and Main Street.
One of my favorites would have to be the Rooster Days Festival. I have never actually participated in it before, but when I came out, when I tell you, I did not regret it whatsoever. And this year it'll be taking place in May 18th through the 21st.
And it's right on Main Street, but there's all sorts of activities. There's games and prizes and carnivals. Now the pageant itself, what all is involved in terms of just an interview? It's a one-day deal. You get crowned and then you become, so you'll be giving up your crown.
Coming up soon.
March.
But all the things that are participated inside of the pageant, it would be an interview process, which is a 6-minute interview with 4 judges, and that could be business officials from around the city. You also have orientation day where you get a chance to meet all of your competition for the day and for the weekend, and then you actually have the pageant where you have an on-stage question answering whether, my question for me was actually about the city of Broken Arrow. How would I describe the city of Broken Arrow to somebody that's never been here before? So that was just amazing.
And what was your answer?
My answer was the exact same thing, community, the home. I mean, just even starting in the schooling and always feeling invited and open to participate in whatever my heart desire was.
So I have a minute left, but I want you to tell our viewers what you want to do past the Miss Rooster Day pageant.
So past the Miss Rooster Days pageant, I am looking into a career in journalism and news broadcasting and directing. I am just a big fan of the entire situation, and so I actually do that right now at my church, like I mentioned previously, and I want to pursue that as well as volleyball. Looking forward into my senior year, potentially scholarships going to Texas University.
Well, and I told her not to forget where she, you know, who had her on first, who talked to her when she was just in high school as she makes her way, because I have no doubt you're going to be a superstar.
Well, thank you. To God be the glory.
First on the volleyball court, and then ultimately on TV or wherever God takes you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, beautiful young lady, Jasmine Bell. Even her name sounds so elegant, right? I love it. Great to meet you.
It was lovely
We
meeting
wish
you
you
as well.
all the best. Thanks for coming in today. All right, we want to let you know the applications for the pageant are due by noon on March 24th. The pageant's March 30th, 7 p.m. at Central on Main in Broken Arrow. All right, the BOK Center filled with dirt and cowboys. Dirty Cowboys. I don't know. We're going to be back here with Meredith right after the break. Stay with us.